A few days ago, we made this video theorizing about the Pyro Vipers. This was a snake tribe first introduced in Season 11. This was Asphira's snake tribe, and for the most part, there was not very much known about them. We know who their king was, we know how they kind of lived, but for the most part, we don't really know where they went. I almost thought they went extinct in the middle. But today, with some new information, we have a proper full history on the Pyro Vipers, and there aren't really more questions to be asked. So let's start from the very beginning. So the Pyro Vipers are the Serpentine tribe. They go way back, and as for how long they've existed, I'm not completely sure. When we saw them in Season 11, there was a king called King Mambo the Fifth, and using our context clues, we know that he is the fifth king of that line. Let's assume that a Ninjago snake's lifespan is equivalent to a human or a normal person in Ninjago, because looking at how their children grow and looking at how Ninjago children grow, they all look like they age around the same. Snakes aren't living 500 years or anything. So using that logic and the fact that there have been 5 kings for the Pyro Vipers, we can assume that this tribe has been around for 400 to about 500 years. So they are super old. And after Season 11, we don't really know what happened to them. I thought they went away, maybe they moved underwater. That's why the Mare guards from Seabound, the Merlopian city, maybe that's why they both look alike. And there's been a bunch of theories, but now it has been confirmed that these Pyro Vipers were just actually early Hypnobrai. I'm not sure how that happened. The Hypnobrai were a very classic Ninjago snake tribe. They were able to hypnotize their enemies, and they're actually blue, not silver like the Pyro Vipers. I mean, when you look at both of them together, they look very similar in some traits. Their eyes are definitely there, but I'm not sure how they gained certain powers and how they got blue. I mean, realistically, evolution isn't that fast, because Wu was a kid when the Hypnobrai looked like that, and then once Wu gets maybe 100 years older, the Hypnobrai are all of a sudden blue and yellow and they have powers. So it looks like Ninjago evolution works very, very quick. But that's pretty much the Pyro Vipers' history. For 400 to 500 years, they were properly in a kingdom. At least that's what we know. We don't know how long they continued after that. Then there was Asphira, and she got locked in a tomb. This pyramid civilization eventually came to an end, and I assume that at one point the peace broke out between the snakes and the humans, and as we all know, the snakes were trapped in these tombs, and I guess the part where the Pyro Vipers were trapped, this icy little prison, that's where they turned blue and got powers. I guess staying that long in an icy prison speeds up the evolution. Then we all know what happened to the Hypnobrai. That's all modern stuff. We know that they tried to take over Ninjago alongside Garmadon. They're living in the sewers now. As well as the dead Pyro Vipers that were mummified, they were resurrected back to life with Asphira's fire. And I think they're dead again right now because their fire was sniffed out by Zane when he went all forbidden spinjitzu. Thank you for watching a video looking at the complete history of the Pyro Vipers. I hope this answered some questions that you had on some incomplete data that we used to have on these Pyro Snakes, but now it is all fully complete and there are no more questions, thankfully. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.